All right, guys, name is Tyler, aka Nanogenix, and today, guys, we are talking the purple Dragonstone, or as now is being called in the news on the global side, the premium Dragonstone. It may have been called that back on the JP side, but I just never looked into it. And I just always called it the purple Dragonstone. So what is our goal today? Our goal is to rank from 10 to number 1, basically the most sort of cost effectiveness of choosing one of these units. Now, how do you get this premium Dragonstone? In case you didn't see it in the news, it's part of a 77 Dragonstone pack. You get 77 Dragonstones and then this premium Dragonstone. I can't remember if it's $39.99 or $44.99, but it's going to be one of the two, I think. It doesn't actually say it specifically in the news unless I just overlooked it. If I did, feel free to let me know down below, but I double checked that thing. Could not find anything where it said how much the cost of it was, but it's a premium Dragonstone that allows you to choose one of the 10 120 units. Now, Nano, because there are so many different Dokkan boxes out there, how in the world are you going to objectively rank these without knowing that? So I'm going to just look at the units that fit onto their mono teams, as well as the sort of teams that they're able to fit onto, and using that and that alone, right? So if you're someone watching this right now, you have a stacked STR team, but the only two 120 units are you have SSJ3 Broly and SSJ4 Vegeta, and you have a stacked STR box, right? You have a bunch of awesome units. You have Rage Vegeta, LR Vegeta Blue, Super Gogeta, you know, a bunch of good STR units. You're probably going to go with SSJ4 Goku, right? But if you're just wanting to hear a ranking down from 10 to number 1 on this, and you're sort of out there and you maybe have all of them, you're wanting to maybe get a dupe for someone, you just want to hear my opinion on this, all those things, that's what this is for. So again, before I hop in, I am looking at the categories they fit into. I'm looking at their own teams, right? Because 120 teams are still ran and can still easily ran and beat plenty of events. And that's sort of how I'm going to make my judgment on this. For example, Super 17 is coming in at number 10. He does not have a single category, so I feel like there's no way, as much as I love Extreme AGL, as much as I like this unit, I mean, I have him rainbowed for crying out loud. I feel like I can't rank him higher than 10 just for the simple fact that there's so few units in Extreme AGL anyway. There's not that many Extreme AGL units in this game to begin with, and to build out an actual good Extreme AGL team requires such specific units that looking at it as an overall, looking at the entire character pool of Dokkan Battle, this is such a sort of small sort of percentage of people that probably have all these units that I had to put him at 10. So anyways, moving into number 9, we're going to go with Janemba. Granted, he does have a category this time. I remember when I made this on JP, there was 4 units that didn't have categories. 3 of them have got one since then. 1, Super 17, still has it. Extreme STR, again, another situation where not too many units fit onto that mono team. There's not that many Extreme STR units to begin with, and not that many good Extreme STR units to begin with. So you need a lot of very specific units to sort of make this team really, really work and to beat events with it. Great unit as himself. He fits on the movie bosses, but I feel like that doesn't push him much higher than 9, in my opinion, on this. Number 8. And it pains me to put these on this, right? You got to take a step back and realize I'm ranking 10 amazing units. So even though one is a 7, an 8, a 9, a 10, doesn't mean it's a bad unit. It just means how I feel like it ranks up against the others. So coming in number 8 is Final Form Cooler. Again, fantastic unit, but only fits on one team, which is movie bosses. And his Extreme Fizz is great. But again, another situation where there's really just not too many Extreme Fizz units out there. And I feel like when you start looking, once we get to the more top of these units and you start really thinking about it, and you're like, actually, yeah, there are a lot of units for that person to be ran with. You kind of see where I'm coming from. Coming in at number 7, and this one kills me. Matter of fact, number 7 and number 6, I pretty much feel like are tied. But to give them an actual number 7, I'm going to go ahead and go with SSJ3 Broly. I love this unit so much. I have him rainbowed. I run him a fairly decent amount. He fits onto 2 categories, SSJ3 and Pure Saiyans. His Extreme Tech, again, there's just not many Extreme Tech units in this game. So I feel like you have to put him in that situation. Coming in number 6, we've got Kid Buu. There's actually, they're starting to have a decent growing Extreme Intelligence, right? We just got LR Metacooler on the JP side, so that's something to look forward to on Global side and everything else. But another situation where he fits onto 2 categories. Extreme Intelligence is still lacking compared to super types, right? So with that knowledge, again, he fits on Resurrected Warriors and Majin Buu Saga. I have to put him at that number 6 spot. Coming at number 5, fits onto 1 category, but has a huge selection of characters to be ran with. SSJ4 Goku. He himself, a pretty solid unit. He has high damage output. Once you get some of the super attacks out, he does get decent defense. And again, the character pool of super STR units is just so large that even though he fits onto only one category, I'm putting him here at number 5. Coming in number 4 is his brethren, basically his SSJ4 Vegeta. Fits onto 2 categories, Shadow Dragon Saga, as well as Pure Saiyans. Super AGL is also a pretty stacked lot of characters, so I feel like him coming in number 4 is pretty solid. Coming in number 3, which I almost thought about putting this guy at number 4 just because of the fact that it only fits in one category. He's just such a good unit by himself, is Super Gogeta. Great links. His ability to just be effective against all types makes him still one of the hardest hitting units in this game. Fits on Fusion, which is one of the best teams in this game, and you can now have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta or the LR Gogeta that can ran to be the lead on that. And again, he's just all around great unit. And Super Intelligence, there's just so many, there's actually still so many Super Intelligence units, as we're literally adding another one with LR Vegito. Then coming in number 2, SSJ3 Angel Goku. Fits onto 4 categories: SSJ3, Pure Saiyans, Majin Buu Saga, and Resurrected Warriors, as well as Super Tech is stacked. They just keep releasing new Super Tech units to be ran on this team. So I feel like him coming in at number 2 is not much of a surprise when you're trying to look at it objectively and how much sort of this can be ran with other units, right? Then at number 1, because they just will not stop adding Super Fizz units, and this guy himself is already so good, is SSJ3 Gotenks. He fits on the 4 categories as well: Hybrid Saiyans, SSJ3, Majin Buu Saga, and Fusions. And on top of that, they just keep adding Super Fizz units. It's just like they will not stop adding new Super Fizz units. So his team is so stacked at this point. He himself does so much damage. He has great links. He fits on all 4 of those category units. I feel like it's no surprise I'm putting him down at number 1. So with the list done, feel free to let me know down below what's your number 1, or go ahead and feel free to rank them from 10 to 1 as well. I'm sure many of you guys probably have differentiating sort of opinions from me. That's fine. That's totally fine. I expect that to some extent anyway, but that is my own opinion on how to rank these 10 guys as far as choosing one with your premium Dragonstone. Guys who are new to the channel, you enjoyed the video, all those things, consider going down there, hitting that subscribe button, and joining the hashtag NanoFam today. Consider slapping the like button if you enjoyed it, found it helpful, or any of those things. Guys, best of luck. If you're watching this for your summons, best of luck on your summons. Stay tuned to the channel for summons on this global side of this game. You guys already know we're going to be getting into it, and I'm hoping I'll walk away with one of the new LRs. Doesn't matter which one, just hopefully I'll walk away with one of them. So guys, have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nanogenix sign off, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.